Welcome back to some more Vinny and Joe do some stuff. Joe, guess what we're doing today?
I have no idea.
We are going to be... Nice mug, by the way.
Thanks.
I really like that mug. Check out the mug, guys.
Check out the mug.
We're not sponsored by that, but we wish we were.
But we would. That would be
Whoever
nice.
made that, let us know. But anyway,
Thailand.
Yeah, give us some of that.
It wasn't a Chinese.
But anyway,
one.
Joe, today we are going to be taking a political test. We're gonna to figure out where we land on the political spectrum. So.
All right.
Which looks good here? I was gonna take a few of them, but like, where should we start? Political.
Is that top one? Is that
That's
an actual...
an ad. I usually don't click the ads. Maybe I should. What political party am I? Take the quiz. Find out now. I heard the political compass was really good. I believe. Do you watch Who Would Build the Roads? Any of Kevin's podcasts?
Nope.
That's one of them. Okay. So page one. Okay, so we got 6 pages here to go through. If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. So in layman's term, I think what they're saying is if globalization, like the whole United Nations thing, is that should it primarily serve humanity or transnational corporations? And I kind of think like it should be somewhere in the middle, right? Because like if the world is globalization, because the world's getting smaller all the time, right?
Right.
And so that should I feel like I kind of tend to kind of disagree because I feel like that more focuses on because of trade. That's why we're seeing globalization.
Yeah, I definitely disagree with that one.
I don't strongly disagree,
but just
slightly disagree. There needs to be a middle ground.
There's
never a middle. Why is there never a middle ground, guys?
Strongly disagree.
I always
strongly disagree.
Yeah, I strongly disagree.
Also, am I even on camera?
If it's
wrong,
wrong,
I feel like I'm kind of like.
Okay, let me check the camera.
I am.
You look a little off. Want me to adjust it?
Off. Well, you could also move yourself too.
Oh, I could, but like then I would have to scoot into the light.
Okay, well, by all means, don't do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
anyway, back to the quiz. No one chooses his or her country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. I slightly disagree. I don't strongly disagree, but like
I definitely disagree.
Yeah,
I mean, why? If I was born in the UK, I would be like, yeah, our accent is so cool.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being proud of your nation.
And we have
people shouldn't be ashamed of their country any more than they should be overly proud of it if their country does something wrong. You should be proud of.
If I was born in Britain or the US, I would be very proud because both of those countries were very smart in World War II.
Yeah, but Joe, what if you were born, in North Korea? Would you be proud of your country then?
Well, I feel like being proud of.
I'd be proud of my nationality, but I don't strongly disagree, but I think
I disagree. I feel like that that's a really interesting point of view because I wouldn't know. I'm not necessarily proud of America of what it is.
Yeah.
I really dislike pretty much all the decisions we've made. But in the past, and of the fact that this is my home, I am proud of it in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of being American.
I don't strongly disagree, but I disagree to some extent.
You do have to take into account that this is this is people are gonna be like, oh, I'm ashamed of who I am as a person because I'm ashamed of my country. No, you shouldn't connect shit up that much, but you should be able to be proud of your nationality, where you come from. Anyway, our race has many superior qualities compared with other races. What? Is that saying our race, who I am, my white people are better than black, or are we talking like Americans have superior qualities compared to Chinese?
Well, you can compare everybody.
Well, here's the thing, because you can't compare apples to oranges.
Exactly.
Everyone's got superior qualities.
Everybody's got qualities over other,
At the same time, no race is necessarily "quote unquote" superior, right?
Yeah. So I suppose, good grief, we're not going to agree with anything they have to say here.
Yeah, I don't strongly disagree. I just slightly disagree. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. No, I don't think.
No.
Okay,
gosh, you're not right.
Yeah. That's the thing. I don't know these. I really strongly disagree. It's just I don't think so. I mean, I think I strongly disagree.
The friend of my friend is my enemy because I'm afraid of him stealing my friend.
Okay. Military action defies international law is sometimes justified. That's the thing is like I don't think there's like I don't know how I feel about military action in any case.
Okay, so take into this. Okay, so basically the entire world has kind of a list of rules of in the war what is okay to use and what is not to. Well, I'm trying to remember which World War it was. But Germany, they said, okay, no killing civilians.
Yeah.
No killing civilians for any reason, and no the chemical warfare.
Yeah.
They did both. They did both those things, and because of that, the U.S. had to kind of step out and also do the same thing. They used
that's the thing is like
chemical warfare
all's fair in love and war. You know, I mean.
So they had to break that, but you know.
At the same time, you know. You gotta. It's difficult, you know. Like you see these situations where people had to do something that maybe wasn't the best thing to do, but they had to step in and they had to step up and make a decision very quickly. And sometimes you don't always make the best decisions. I'm sorry. It's just an unfortunate fact of the matter. So I think I agree. I don't strongly agree, but yeah, I think there is now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. What? Oh, it's like information and entertainment, like the news is just there to entertain you.
Right.
Yeah, I strongly agree on that one. If it's what I'm thinking it is, I'm hoping hoping that I'm not going to come out as like a Nazi or something. All right, page 2. People are ultimately divided by class, more by class than by nationality. I feel like I slightly agree, because you know, like class, like whether or not you're rich.
Oh, absolutely.
You're divided more than your nationality. I think I only slightly agree though, because there is division. Like say you have different nationalities, like people move to the same place in America. People kind of get divided just because their cultures are different. They have a hard time intermixing. It's not racist necessarily. It's just that people are different, and so they stick together more.
Right.
It just makes sense.
That's just agree.
Yeah. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. I don't think either should be controlled. Because inflation happens, and I feel like inflation happens a lot of times because of government intervention as far as unemployment. Yeah. You know, the reason prices shoot up so much on everything is because companies are forced to pay their employees more, meaning they have to charge more for stuff.
Well, you look at all these fast food restaurants with 16-year-old kids.
Where's the neither agree nor disagree? There's no middle ground. They never have middle ground. It's always left or right. They can never. They never.
That's the way the government is.
Yeah, they never let you be who you are. You just got to be one or the other.
You gotta be this guy. Be that guy.
I don't think either is more important. I disagree, but I don't agree either. I mean, I don't disagree, but I don't agree either.
Then I would say
I think this whole question is flawed, basically.
We'll kind of split the difference and say strongly disagree.
I'll just say disagree.
Disagree. Imagine if you just hit strongly disagree on everything. Like, here's a person who really doesn't
You're
like
a really grumpy person. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulation. Strongly disagree. Companies are not bad people. I don't think. What do you think?
Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulation.
I think any kind of people have the idea anymore that forcing people to do the right thing is the right thing to do, and it's not.
It's not
right to force people to do anything. Just even when you think it's right, because then you bring in the issue of, well, who's going to decide what's right and wrong? Sure, we can all agree that murder is bad, but what about whether or not?
Well,
I don't want to create a specific example because then there's going to be people who, oh, that is bad. It's like, well, maybe this person's got a different viewpoint from you. I am getting political because we're taking a political quiz, but
absolutely, so.
So I think when it comes to that, the people who should be regulating companies are the consumers. If more, because we see that it's more effective when consumers are just like, I'm not gonna buy from this company because they pollute the environment really bad. I'm gonna support this company because of what they stand for.
Honestly,
and, if someone provides good value, like say McDonald's was really bad for the environment, people would still go there because it's convenient. It's worth it for them. Yeah. But there would be people who would boycott them, and because of that, McDonald's would probably say, "Hey, it's worth it for us to change our way that we approach the environment," and they would. I just use McDonald's as an example because everyone goes there.
Yeah.
But anyway,
who doesn't love McDonald's? Except Burger King fans.
What the heck? The heck's going on?
What do you need?
Okay, bye.
Don't do that unless you actually need something. earlier.
From each according to his ability to each according to his need is a fundamentally good idea. What?
What? From each according to his ability to each.
Oh, I think it's like it's saying basic income kind of thingy where like.
I smell.
I have the ability. I have the ability to work and make a lot of money, therefore take some of that money from me and give it to the person who needs it. And I think, like, I don't want to sound like, oh, well, I can earn money, so I'm not going to help anybody. I am going to help people, but I don't want. I don't want people coming to me with a gun and saying, give me money or I shoot you, and I'm going to take your money and give it to the poor. I'm Robin Hood. Robin Hood's not good. I'm sorry, kids. You know, it's once again, forcing people to do the right thing is not the right thing to do.
Right.
So I think
that's a strongly disagree.
I think it's strongly disagree.
Yeah, basic income. You know, that's just gonna be. I've read just a tiny bit about it, and my goodness, it's basically. I haven't
started the book yet.
It's essentially communism.
Oh.
When it comes down to it.
Oh dang.
It's like, you know, shouldn't we all be able to receive
a part? All just get a part of the
know what the working class gets?
Yeah.
But my thing is, you know, you look at you and you look at me, we're both, you know, guys just about ready to move out of our parents' basement.
Yeah.
Actually buy homes of our own.
Right, hopefully.
And then you have other guys who don't want to leave home, you know, they're
right,
they're bums basically. They don't feel like getting a job, they don't need to get a job. Yeah. But they could sign up for basic income because they wouldn't mind having money to spend.
Yeah, I think the problem with that is you're basically treating everyone the same. And that just doesn't work in a realistic situation, you know.
Well, imagine having a sporting event. The Olympics happen, everybody receives a gold medal.
Yeah.
They're like, well, what's
everyone
up with that?
has to win. Because
everyone has to win. We all have to get a part of the winning party. Granted, the guy who won first worked way harder than the rest of you guys did, but, you know, this is our gold medal.
Okay. It's a sad reflection on our society that something as basic as drinking water is now a bottled, branded consumer product. What?
Yeah. Basically, what it's saying is that now, you know, even water
something as simple
is something
as drinking
branded.
water.
You know, people are putting their name on it and making money off it. Well, I don't know.
I don't care.
You don't have to.
Here's the deal. You know, do we have city water here?
Yes.
Okay. Before we had a well at one point. So we've had like a well, we've had city water, we've had to go to the store and buy water to drink. In all cases, we needed water, and we had to go to a place where we could get it. Mm-hmm. That's a need. The market supplied that need, and we buy it because you need it. If you took it away, you know, there would be people who couldn't drink.
Yeah, imagine this. I'm going to start digging wells in Africa.
Okay.
But the bad part about it is that I'm going to put my construction team name on it.
Okay.
I'm going to brand the water.
Oh my goodness.
That's terrible.
You're such a bad person,
I know.
Joe.
It's terrible.
I don't think it's. I don't strongly disagree, but I slightly disagree.
It's like
it's no big deal. It's whatever.
Of all the things we have to worry about in this sad world, that is the least depressing reflection I could think about. I cannot believe the water.
Land shouldn't be a commodity to be bought and sold. I think I strongly disagree.
What the heck?
I mean, I get the whole concept of, we all live on the earth, so we ought to be able to just go out and get whatever we want. But that doesn't work in a society. A society has to be organized, and the only way you can really organize things is if people own certain things. And how do we decide who owns them? Well, it's either passed down by generations, by the original people who claimed it, or it's sold from person to person. It's a system that works. Mm-hmm. Okay, sure, maybe capitalism is flawed. Maybe the 9 to 5 isn't the way things should be. But it works, and you're not an evil person, basically. You aren't stealing from people all the time.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas if you do this, you're stealing from people, you know, who own it.
If you get a piece of land from somebody, it's got to come from somebody. You know?
I mean everything.
It's anytime you get something, it has to come from somebody else.
I mean, I guess maybe the idea is like, nobody owns this land. Anybody can do whatever they want. Well, then what? The strong come out on top, basically. You know, hey, I'm gonna murder everyone who tries to come onto this land because I am gonna be doing this on this land because nobody owns it, but I'm gonna use it because it's me. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. Maybe I'm stupid.
Why would we change? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, people.
Yeah, which it is. Maybe it is slightly broken, but I don't think our society is broken because of capitalism. I think it's broken because of government intervention.
Right.
Fight me on that. Whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Strongly disagree.
I guess, yeah. That's what we decided.
It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and contribute nothing to the society. Strongly disagree. I don't know where they got that because.
I mean,
everyone. I mean, like
you look at Tim Ferriss.
Who's
you know,
that?
he basically wrote the book 4-Hour Work Week.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Right,
what
yeah.
you need to work to make by is 40 hours. But he showed you a way that you can make a living 4 hours a week.
Well, good for him.
Sure, good for him. But I find it rather ironic that these guys are making millions off of the books.
Yeah.
Making millions, not doing anything.
Yeah. Well,
You know, it just seems like a good chunk of their money has come from their books about...
Yeah, I don't think like...
You know...
I think when it comes to something like that...
And, you know, they can do that. I just kind of find it annoying that so many people jump on the bandwagon, buy their book, try to do their thing.
Yeah.
And it's not for everybody.
No.
You can't market that thing as everybody. It's like PewDiePie saying how to become the top YouTuber and be a multi-millionaire.
Not everyone's going to be a YouTuber. And I think that a lot of smaller creators need to realize that. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't put yourself in a box. If you enjoy creating videos, find ways that you can move forward. Don't be working your 9 to 5 and trying to do YouTube on the side and hoping, 10 years later, hoping that it'll eventually work out. You need to be looking for ways that, hey, if this doesn't work out, how can I take my artistic experience and find new projects? Don't be afraid to try new things, because otherwise you're going to be stuck doing the same thing the rest of your life, and you'll be bummed because it didn't work out. And you know what? It's not going to work out for all of us. It might not work out for me, and I don't really care, because there's so much other stuff that I can't wait to be able to do in my life, and you know. Even if it does work out, I probably won't do this for the rest of my life because, I'd get boring. I gotta keep moving. I plan on keep doing it for at least the next 5 years. No plans in the immediate future, but I'm leaving my possibilities open. And I'm willing to try new things and experiment with new projects. But anyway, moving on. Protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. Joe, can you look up the definition for protectionism?
Protectionism, the theory or practicing of shielding a country's domestic industries from foreign competition by taxing imports. Basically...
That's another aspect of government control in the market, so I kind of disagree.
Basically, if it has anything to do with the government trying to come up with something new that they can do.
I feel like I'm choosing, I feel like on these things, I'm going either right or left on it. I'm jumping from back and forth and people like, what's the basis? He doesn't, it's like he agrees with the liberals and the conservatives on different things. What's wrong with that?
Does that mean
the
he's
truth
pro-abortion depending on race?
But it really is just because I don't like the idea of government intervention.
Right.
I don't know. What do you think, Joe?
I don't like it at all.
Are any of these answers conflicting with your worldview, or is this mostly what you think too?
This is exactly what I like to think. What was the question?
All these questions we've been answering.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you agree with all the answers I'm putting?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure, because I didn't want to be like, oh, now I've got to do the test again to see what Joe's actually is. Are we both Nazis? The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver a profit to its shareholders. I think I disagree with that one. A company can't. I mean, that's the basis of a company, so I don't strongly disagree. But at the same time, that's a big simplification on what a company has to do in order to achieve that goal. It's a means to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because its shareholders invest in the company. It does need to pay them back, but that's not its only priority. It's also got to. What is it? It's gotta. It's gotta create a product. Some kind of product, not necessarily an actual product, but all companies create a product. Right. Your labor could be your product. Because you are a business. Have you heard that? The mentality that you are a business and you're promoting yourself to your employer, and so your employer is paying your company, you, to work. So that's the product you're selling. That's basically how the mentality works. So I think I only slightly disagree. I don't strongly disagree, because that is the primary purpose of a company, but there's a lot more to it than that. I think that's an oversimplification. The rich are too highly taxed. I don't know. I'm not rich. How should I know? I think everyone's too strongly taxed.
The whole taxing, I feel like, is going to essentially become the slow doorway to basic income.
Yeah,
because all they have to do is raise taxes.
Just raise taxes to 100%.
You can't really...
Yeah, that's basically what it is. You're taking
everything.
and then giving them what they supposedly need to survive.
Oh dang! Imagine if I could evade the government, keep all my
I would
money,
not
and then
work.
make
I
income.
would not work anymore. I would quit working because I could not afford to keep working and not get anything.
And your boss would be like, "How will you make? How will I? You know, you won't have a chance to earn my money anymore." And you'll say, "Don't you mean our money?"
That's the thing. It's like, you know, there's gonna be such.
Can we cue the Russian national anthem?
It's gonna be such.
Our money's, give it to me, and I keep it forever and always will be. Okay, I'm done now.
Thank you, Joe. I think I strongly agree. I think everyone is. That question needs more to it. The first was an oversimplification. That's too narrow. I need something that fits my needs.
Yeah. Just type in your answer for each one and send it to the
If
president.
basic income is ever implemented, and it's what I think it is, we are talking one big cluster. It's just gonna be a massive mess,
dude.
I don't see how. I don't know why all those people on Twitter keep talking about it like it's so great. Those with the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care. I strongly agree on that. What do you think, Joe?
Those with the ability to pay should have access.
In other words, those with money should have the ability to pay for things which are better. Except it's like higher standards of medical care. I don't really agree.
No, I strongly disagree.
I think when it comes to medical, you shouldn't have standards.
You shouldn't have. Well, you look at organ donors.
Okay, I was thinking insurance. I was thinking like, the insurance is going to cover more because they pay more.
Right.
But that just makes sense.
This
is like a standard. Okay, yeah, I strongly
because
disagree.
they have more money, they're going to get something better.
Yeah, I don't like.
So basically, you look at organ donors. They're usually poor old people.
Yeah.
The doctors don't really try to save them. You know, that's even so well known that in the beginning of Doctor Strange, they were off to harvest a dude's organs when he wasn't dead yet.
Oh.
That's what was going on there, yeah. Which I thought was like, ugh.
Oh,
that's very.
Yeah. Well, that was the guy. He was just like they thought he was dead already.
They thought he was
so
dead.
He's like, he's an organ donor.
But you notice
he's not all the way dead.
They weren't exactly trying. You know, that's the thing. They'll be very quick to say, "Oh, he's gone. He's gone."
In that movie, Doctor Strange was a genius, so he was just like, you idiots.
I know, but that's sadly the way doctors pretty much are.
Which that's the funny thing about that movie is like it kind of had the whole thing where Doctor Strange did not care about any of his patients. Mm-hmm. He was just in it to be the best and be recognized as he's a genius. He knows more than anyone else does.
Yep.
Which
it was a good movie.
It was a good movie. I enjoyed that one. I didn't like it at first, but after the second, third time I watched it, I actually kind of liked it. I kind of want to watch it again.
But yeah, anyway, it was definitely.
Government should penalize businesses that mislead the public. I disagree, not because I think that businesses that mislead the public are good or okay. I just think the government shouldn't be allowed to do anything.
The government shouldn't be everybody's parents.
Because
that'd be like a parent trying to have rules for their child their entire life. The whole point of growing up is that your parents set a standard, and once you've grown up, you live by that.
Yeah.
And they let you go as a sign of, we taught you our best, we've raised you. Make your own decisions, and we hope you make good ones.
Well, also the public is going to hold businesses accountable. That's what we do.
We won't. If I go to Camping World and they won't sell me a tent, I'm not going to go back.
Okay, we got
to.
We got to hurry.
Camping World.
Both of these kind of go with free market. A genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of predator multinationals to create monopolies. No, I disagree. A free market does not require any government intervention. That's the what was it?
No, that's
the freer the market, the freer the people. I think I strongly agree on that. That's like a whole free market thing. What do you think? You know what that means, right?
I have an idea of what it means.
Okay, yeah. In other words, if governments don't control the market, meaning businesses, the people will be freer, meaning they'll have more freedom to choose.
Well, how do you think we ran America so well back in the day when we didn't have debt? We didn't charge tax.
That's the thing. Government didn't used to do all this crazy stuff they do now.
It's almost like we feel like, we need to keep changing. But I'm just like, you know what? I get everybody says,
great, Joe. We got a rough one. Abortion when the woman's life is not threatened should always be illegal.
Yes!
I think I strongly agree on that. And I know, like, people are going to be like, well, it's a woman's body, she has the right to choose, but it's not, you know?
It's not just the woman's body. The woman's body
you know,
isn't affected by it. It's the baby's body and his life.
How many, it only takes, like, what, 2 weeks before you have actual brain activity going on? So, somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure, like, they've been able to read brain activity pretty early on.
That's the scientific side.
A lot earlier on.
You know, if you go on
abortions.
the spiritual or the scientific side of it, you know, spiritual side of it is...
Yeah,
once it's there,
yeah.
it's there.
Yeah.
You know,
What the scientific side is, if there's brain activity going on, you got a human forming, there's blood in the veins. You don't kill that. You just
they're like, no, that's not how it works at all. You know, it's far in, and so it's not alive yet. But I'm like, okay, well, why is it totally still accepted for when a botched abortion happens for them to go ahead and finish it off?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be allowed to abort at 9 months.
Yeah, that's not cool. I'm sorry. I did not mean to get this political, but
I'm sorry.
But you know what? It need to be said.
I'm very opinionated.
All authority should be questioned. I slightly agree, but not all the way. Because that's the thing. I believe there's some authority should not be questioned. But like the police, people are like, oh, don't question the police. They have authority. Oh, like you need to be able to question.
It's always one side or the other. You never have somebody respectfully asking. It almost seems like they're fighting too much and get themselves in trouble.
Yeah,
or people don't fight and let themselves get
I only
walked on.
slightly agree because, like, you know, you need to be able to question it, but respectfully question it.
An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Strongly disagree.
I strongly disagree. You know.
I mean, I get that's
Well, I guess that's talking like government, but like
that's true. Government is a little different.
Government's a little different.
If a country attacks and drops a bomb on Pearl Harbor, then you say, and you drop a bomb on them and say, I'm going to give you 5 across your rump.
Yeah, I'm going to go disagree because I don't know what they're talking about. Because I think, like, you know, for a personal life, you forgive people. Because, you know, your neighbor's dog goes potty on your yard. You don't go
potty on his yard.
You don't take your dog on a walk in his yard.
I was thinking,
okay.
Give him one, too.
Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis.
What?
It's basically saying if the theater or museums can't survive on a commercial basis, taxpayers shouldn't have to support them. I kind of agree with that. And the reason for that being, I don't like the idea of tax. I think that people should be able to, you know, out here, we live out in South Dakota. It's a right to work state. All of everything, like we went to see the mammoth site. Yeah, and that's funded purely through people paying to get and see a tour.
Exactly.
And some government, I think there's some government grants for the research going on there. There's a ton of research going on there. Definitely recommend checking that out.
That is
Jana,
a very
put a picture
cool
of the mammoth site up there. Thank you.
Slap one up there. Slap it right up there. Well, you know, I feel like, you know, if the entire country was more like, you know, South Dakota in our ways of thinking. You know, I'm not saying it's the best state because I haven't been to that many. I know Texas is also good. But basically, you know, the state doesn't charge tax because it makes its money off what people do when they go visit the state.
Yeah.
And this is South Dakota. Not that many people come here. It's a good tourist area.
It works really well, and everything's running really well, and nothing is short. Well, it's a really touristy area though.
It is. But what I'm saying is you look at, you know, California, New York,
Illinois, where they, you know, charge you a bunch of tax to keep the parks open, but they don't have enough money to keep the parks open because of welfare.
So really, you know, just charge a few bucks to get into the park for a sticker so you can drive through. You know, make your parks nice.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, you know, out here they make everything nice because people are,
School.
And I get that can't work everywhere, but I feel like there's enough touristy areas, especially, you know,
well,
you go
if it doesn't
around
work
the
somewhere,
border.
If it doesn't work somewhere, they don't need a museum there.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know.
There's plenty everywhere else. I feel like if you have that much, that can fund the government if it wasn't for the fact that...
Yeah. I don't know. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. I don't know exactly what that means.
What? Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Can we play Despacito? Come on, why are you... Oh, low power mode. That stinks. Let me try that again.
Okay.
Turn that off. Hey Siri. Define compulsory.
Compulsory means required by law or rule.
Oh, okay.
Obligatory.
I think I disagree.
Required.
Should
not make, as in they shouldn't make it required.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, if it's the government stepping in, I think like schools should be like, they should hold people accountable. Like, you aren't going to get your degree unless you go to school. Yeah, but you can also be homeschooled and the government won't come take your kids away, I think, yeah.
These are terrible.
They are. They don't. They don't explain what they're meaning.
I think this is just what government workers do. This is the way the post office, post office. This is the way the DMV is, and the people interviewing Mark Zuckerberg sounded like they really didn't have any idea what they're talking about.
All people have their rights, but it is better for all of us that different sorts of people should keep to their own kind. I think I strongly disagree.
In the fresh heck?
I think I strongly disagree. I think it's like saying, oh, those people, yeah, everyone has rights, but they should just like, they stay in their own kind, whatever, just stay away from us.
Strongly disagree.
Good parents sometimes have to spank their What? Yes, I strongly agree.
Of course.
It's natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents.
Sure.
Yeah.
It happens. I wouldn't say.
Why are we talking about? Why are we doing? Well, I mean, like.
Possessing marijuana.
Marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. Whatever. I don't care. If you want to smoke it, smoke it. Maybe not. I don't know. That's the thing is like, if someone wants to do something, have at you. I don't care. Just don't drink and drive or whatever. Don't.
It shouldn't be about, it's...
Thing is,
it shouldn't be based off you can't do this
Here's
thing.
the deal.
It should be if you do actions that are dumb after doing this thing.
Yeah.
You're in trouble.
Here's the deal. The problem is like drinking was illegal at one point, but people still drank. Now it's legal and people still drink, and we have accidents all the time, and we're like, oh, don't drink and drive, you'll kill somebody, and but it still happens because people aren't responsible.
Mm-hmm.
And marijuana right now, marijuana is illegal in a lot of states, not in
Colorado.
Colorado's legalized it. I think some others have as well, but even so, people still smoked. And whatever, just maybe I don't know, just maybe. I can't say do it responsibly because any kind of drugs isn't very responsible. But at the same time,
if you care about yourself, don't do it.
That's the thing is, this always implies that the government has got to do something about it, and it's just like whatever. I'm just gonna go agree. The prime function of schooling should be to equip the future generations to find jobs. I strongly agree. Don't you think, Joe?
Absolutely.
People with serious inheritable disease should not be allowed to. I strongly disagree. Do I? Yes, I strongly disagree. Don't interfere with people's personal matters. And the most important thing for children is to learn to accept discipline. I don't know if it's the most important thing, but it is a important thing, so I'm going to agree. What do you think?
Yeah.
Makes sense? Okay. There are no savage and civilized peoples. There are only different cultures. I slightly disagree. I don't strongly disagree.
Definitely disagree, yeah.
Because there are definitely savages, but at the same time we have to recognize, sometimes people act this way because that's their culture.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't mean that those who are able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society's support. I strongly agree. Thank you for that question.
That's very smart.
When you are troubled, it's better not to think about it, but to keep busy with more cheerful things.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, I strongly agree. Why are we talking about this?
This is confusing.
First generation. Wait. Is that? Well, now I'm second questioning myself, right? Because when you have problems, shouldn't you try to work through those? Or is it better to try to ignore them and move on to cheerful things?
It's better not to think about it.
I'm just gonna go agree because I'm not.
I don't know. It depends on
I'm not sure
if
what
they
the question is
mean.
kind of referring to. It's like
Don't try to fix it, or if it means don't dwell on it.
If you're depressed, don't worry about it. Or if it's if you're depressed, you gotta get some help.
Troubled. That can mean a lot of different things.
It does. That is.
So say
so
I'm
vague.
watching the news and I find out we're screwed. I'm not gonna sit there and think about how terrible that is all day long. I'm gonna not dwell on it and just trust that it will be okay.
First generation immigrants can never be fully integrated with their new country. Dang it! Now we're dealing with Are we
immigration.
Are we thinking these immigrants can never fully integrate with the culture? Of course they can't because they're not used to it. It takes a lot of getting used to, but they can still fully legally be part of. What are we trying to say? I'm gonna only slightly disagree.
Sheesh, these questions.
I'm so like there's so much you could read into this. What's good for most successful corporations is always ultimately good for all of us.
Vinny, imagine if like you had a test like this and it was 10 pages long. After like an hour of taking it, it's just like, and it's like doing your results and like, results in. You're a weird dude.
You're a weird dude. We're only on 3 of 6, dude.
3 of 6.
Want to like just breeze through these?
Yeah, let's just breeze
through. Breeze through them.
Okay.
What's good for most successful corporations is also only good for us. Slightly agree, don't strongly agree. But no broadcasting institution, however independent, its content should receive public funding.
Why not?
I don't care. Disagree a little bit, because I think that broadcasting.
I guess it's like making videos and not getting paid.
I guess if there's taxes, whatever, just give them
some money.
No, I disagree. If they're independent, they shouldn't. So confused. I'm so sorry. Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism.
Yep.
Slightly agree?
I definitely agree. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well, look at I don't have time for this, but look at like
just keep talking. I'll put in
the instances with the Twin Towers and the Pentagon enabled the government to go ahead and say, hey, let's put body scanners in.
Yeah.
Which was a huge breach of privacy, really. You know.
Yeah. A significant advantage of a one-party state is that it avoids all the arguments that delay. I strongly disagree. There is no such thing as a one-party system. There is no such thing as a two-party system. There's only ideas and counter-ideas. Although the electronic age makes official surveillance easier, only wrongdoers need to be worried. I strongly disagree. I think that should be a concern for everyone.
Yeah.
The death penalty should be an option for the most serious crimes. I'm having a hard time on that one.
Absolutely.
Well, the thing is, like,
think of it this way:
for the most serious crimes, but at the same time, like, I guess I just have a hard time being like, oh, what if I was in that case? What if my life was over because of the stupid decisions I'd made at one point in my life?
This is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
The only thing that I would have, first, if like someone made it pay to, did a thing. If someone made a serious crime and then got, sentenced to death right after the first time, the only crime that I would make that would be, any form of sexual abuse, basically.
Right, yeah.
Rape towards, women and children especially.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and dudes.
Yeah.
I would be like, you do it, you're dead.
Yeah, I think
You've ruined their entire life.
I have an easier time agreeing with that than disagreeing with it. In critical justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation.
No.
Disagree. It's a waste of time to try to rehabilitate criminals.
Strongly disagree. The most successful prisons are the ones that have them learn. Basically have a college type setup. Have you ever seen that? They've got like libraries that they go in and they read.
Strongly disagree. Writer and artist are important. Yeah, go on.
But that's what I was going to say.
Okay, that's what you said. Yeah. Mothers may have careers, but their first duty is to be homemakers. I guess.
It depends on the mother.
Yeah, she has the right to make decisions on her own. I don't care. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant and genetic resources of developing countries. I don't know. You tell me. Sure, why not? Making peace with the establishment is an important aspect of maturity. Yeah, in other words, accepting that the government is messed up, capitalism is flawed, is an important part of growing up. Astrology accurately explains many things. Strongly disagree. You cannot be moral without being religious. Strongly disagree. Charity is better than Social Security as a means of helping the genuinely disadvantaged. Absolutely strongly agree. Some people are naturally unlucky. I doubt it. It is important that my child's school instills religious values. I don't care.
It depends on what religion it is.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is like, if religious values.
Disagree. You know what? The world is too messed up. We've got too many. We've got too many.
Let the family make the decision on their own. I don't know.
Yeah, really.
Sex outside of marriage is usually immoral. I agree.
Yes, this is weird.
I'm good. People are gonna get angry at me, Joe. A stable, loving relationship should not be excluded from the possibility of adoption.
Gary. What? Wait, same-sex couple in a stable loving relationship should not be excluded from the possibility of child adoption.
That's the thing. That's the thing is like we're talking the government intervention in this case once again. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's good for the child. But well, I guess that's the thing is like the government would have to be doing it anyway.
Here's an idea. We should make it up to the people who are loaning out the kids.
Yeah.
What is it called when
what if it's an orphan? You know, I guess it could be up to the next of kin. That would make sense.
My point is the people at orphanages.
Yeah.
The people in charge say whether or not the kid gets
Right.
to go
Yeah.
home.
Like
So they can look at these
charge
parents
there.
and say, you know,
Yeah, I think
logically a kid needs a mom and a dad.
Right.
That's what they need. They don't need a dad and a dad or a mom and a mom.
Yeah.
You know, studies have shown that
That's the deal,
having
it's
the
like,
dad
you know,
that goes to work is what they look at and say, that's what I'm. The boys look at that and say, I'm going to be
Yeah.
a strong guy like dad and work hard so we can all eat.
Yeah.
And see the mom working super hard.
That's the thing is like once again it's like I'm taking my values and saying they have to apply for everyone and the government has to force them to, and I don't want to do that.
Well,
at the same time, I think that it's better this way. I don't know. Please don't hate me, guys.
I'm sorry. We're gonna.
I'm gonna disagree because I don't want anyone controlling my life. But pornography depicting consenting adults should be illegal. I don't care. It should not be either way. I don't.
It should be legal for the adult
depicting
population.
consenting adults. In other words, if it's as long as 18 plus and they're all agreed into this, it should be illegal. Not I think once again I'm talking about the government intervention. I don't want to see that. What goes on in a private bedroom between consenting adults is no business of the state. I strongly agree to that actually. No one can feel naturally homosexual. Good job. You confused me again.
Nobody can feel naturally homosexual. That's gonna obviously be disagree because they're gonna feel that way.
Yeah.
It's natural.
I mean,
Wait.
Okay.
Naturally.
In other
Does
words,
this mean
without any
they have
outside
it there?
intervention? But
Or does that mean not? I'm trying to figure out if they mean naturally, like it was always there, or naturally, like it's a defect, because that's really when it boils down to it. That's what it is. Back in the day, we had therapy for people like that.
Yeah, which we still have it, and that's why it's
Well,
still
we
allowed to
don't.
be. That's why transgender is still allowed to be depicted as a mental problem, because some people want to get help with it, and I think in a lot of cases you should. Like whatever you want to do when it comes to that is whatever with me. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but I mean, like, I think that people should be allowed to get help if they want help with that. Kind of like with pornography. I think some people want to have help with it. Maybe some people think it's okay, but people should still be allowed to have help.
So I think it is a disagree because it's not completely natural.
Okay,
It's a
yeah.
defect. Wait, strongly agree.
Okay, what?
That's a strongly agree.
These days, openness. That's the thing is like is like I don't think you should be as open as we are in today's society, but at the same time, I don't think we should all be
closed about it.
What's the word for those people?
Pretend they never have it.
No.
They're
Christians. No, but Puritans. That's what they were. They were
Right.
Puritans, like you must abstain for these vile acts. But I think like
Let's
because
see
of
where
how
you
close the
stand.
church is about it, that's why they started calling
Da, da,
this.
da,
Let's
da,
see
da,
where we
da,
are.
da, da, da,
Nazi.
da,
Here we
da,
go.
da, da.
In the introduction, we explained the inadequacies of the traditional left and right line. I didn't read it, so whatever. Okay, so basically, there's economic scale. There's your authoritarian right, libertarian left, and libertarian right. Let's see what we are. Whoa. Are we gonna land in Hitler?
You're gonna be.
Okay, let's see.
I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to Gandhi.
Your political compass is libertarian right. So what does that
Gandhi
mean?
was a leftist?
We are close to
No,
Friedman,
really?
but we aren't that far out.
There's no way.
Well, what was it saying about? Because there's
Who's that fried
a
man?
neoliberalism.
Oh, he was into communism.
So we're closer to libertarianism. So
right.
Yeah. We're like in between, because the quiz didn't really allow for much. I typically consider myself an anarcho-capitalist, but there's that's not on dual scales.
There is
so, yeah, that's
anarchism.
interesting. It's interesting to see. I never really knew what they considered me as. Political compass certificate showing your positions available online. Go straight to your certificate page where you can fill in your name and score, and the certificate will generate the match. Why do I need a certificate? Just tell me what I am. Let's see what this has. Okay,
Your printable certificate.
let's put in a name. The nerd. Okay,
The nerd.
show me the money. Here we go, peoples. Yay. Printable certificate.
Let's see how
Penny
is it?
Harned is that guy.
dang.
Who is that? Gary Johnson.
Man, Gary Johnson
What
was
a guy.
great guy.
Inhabits the right libertarian quadrant of the political compass. That's very interesting.
Wait, where's Hitler? I thought he was right
He
there.
was up there at the top.
I just
I don't
wondered
know
if
if
his
they put
picture's
his
there.
picture there. Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Oh, Donald Trump
There's
is.
Trump there. Okay.
There's
Anyway.
no way he and Clinton are in the same. That's.
Yeah, that kind of seems a little odd, but whatever.
Maybe he took the test.
Maybe to test me, that's why.
Oh.
Anyway, guys. Oh, there's Joseph Stalin. Cool.
Really? Oh, really?
Yeah, they're on the authoritative.
Oh, there he is. Oh, Hitler was on the bottom. Oh,
was he?
because Joseph Stalin was on the top. Now I remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he was on the bottom instead.
Was he? Because Gandhi is down there. I don't know. So yeah, that's the scale of political compass.
How exciting!
I don't think it's completely accurate, but I will. That's very interesting to know. Thank you for that. Anyway, guys, I think that's gonna be for this video. Wow, we've been doing this for 45 minutes. What a great day! So yeah, thank you guys for joining us. I don't think I'll ever do one of these again. This was painful.
This was terrible.
This was painful to go through.
I don't want to
for
do
me.
this again.
So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you want to check out more videos, subscribe for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We'll be back to something happier, hopefully. Next time. Until then, take it easy. What should we do next, Joe? We should do something like this. This would be cool. Like look up dumb stuff.
Oh, look up dumb
Maybe
stuff.
like
Yeah.
show off some of the weird side YouTube like those. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.